Okay, we're going to do a little exercise now. It's sort of a you can't ask that sort of a thing where I've got questions here, and I'm going to go to each table, and I've got two copies of each question. So when I get to a table, one Muslim, one Catholic, to take a question, it's sort of volunteered on the spot, and you get to just stand up, read the question, and give an answer to it. Now, the first round we're going to do is quite quick and short and just a whole lot of fun little stuff. The second round of questions, a little bit more serious, so a bit more challenging. So those who go first this time around don't have to worry about the next time around. So yes, yeah, you lightly if you go this first round. So I'm going to come to your table, hand out a question to two people, and then it's your turn to have a go at answering it. So I'm going to start with the guys here. Ahmed, do you want to go first? And we'll give you a go. So read out the question, Ahmad.
What is your favorite fast food?
Very quickly.
None of them are halal here.
Did you say the McDonald's aren't or are?
No, none of
They're
them.
not. None of them are. No, okay. But
KFC.
KFC is halal?
Because it's the only halal one.
Really? Okay, now that's a good answer. I know that when I go to I live out of Baronia, and the local kebab shop does roaring trade during Ramadan. Fat.
So my question is the same. What's your favorite fast food chain and why? And I would say it's McDonald's. Even though I don't eat it on a regular basis, but I think that their quality is the same throughout all the stores, and no matter what service you are, you got the same quality of food.
I'd agree with that. You could always count on McDonald's. Okay, next table here. Okay, we'll go with Omar. Do you want to try that one? Sure. And who will go here? Yep, there you go. Good. Okay, Omar.
Wow, that's a tough one. What is your favorite movie and why? Wow, I mean, that's a lot of words. I will say The Social Network. I mean, if anyone have seen the movie, The Social Network by David Finch.
Yep.
Why? I mean, it's because of the social media interaction, and it's like how they start off with Facebook and all.
Oh, I know the one you mean.
Yeah,
okay,
social network. Yeah.
Lots of fun. Okay, good. And sorry, I can't see your name.
It's Kat.
Yeah.
Catherine. I don't know. I don't watch many movies, but any movie with like Audrey Hepburn. I don't know. I like old.
Can you name one of them?
Yeah, like Roman Holiday.
Roman Holiday's fun.
Yeah.
Have you been
Or like
to Rome?
Sabrina. Not yet.
Have you been to? Well, if you go to Rome, watch Roman Holiday afterwards, and you say, "I've been there.
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
But yeah.
Okay, very good. Right, next table, we've got. Okay, who's going to go here? With you, Ella?
Yes.
And who else can go? Who have we got here? No, one of the Catholics. There you go. Your turn. Oh, you're Catholic there, Ella. Oh, sorry, you are. You've got the rosary around you there. Silly me. Sorry, of course. Okay, Elif, why don't you do it? Bit of a giveaway. Okay, who's going first? Elif? There we are. What does it say? There we are.
Who is your favourite singer and why?
Yeah.
Okay. I like the Script. It's a band, but
Script?
yeah.
Anybody
I think
else know
they're
The Script?
actually like
Yeah, we're
a
getting
church
nods.
band. I don't know, but anyway, I don't know. I like the music.
That's
It's-
fair
yeah.
enough. That's why we like our bands. Okay, what about you, Anne?
Brian Adams.
Brian Adams.
Yes,
And why?
for a number of reasons. I love his voice. I connect with his voice a lot, but also because I have a lot of memories with most of his songs, and I've had my first dance to one of his songs.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good reason. That's a good reason. Okay, over here, let's see. Who's volunteering? You're getting pointed at, and who else? Yeah, sorry. Fahad is Muslim. We need a Catholic. It's going to have to be you. Okay,
This is
you
so
can go.
hard. Who is your favorite actor and why? I have two favorite. I have more. Okay. Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Because I think his movies are hilarious and they have really nice messages.
Yes,
Yeah.
very good. That's he's Liar Liar, isn't he? Did he do that one? Yeah, I love that one. Very good.
I like. Oh, sorry, I read the question. Who is your favorite actor and why?
Yeah.
So Brad Pitt, actually, personally, I like him. Yeah, he has many. No, I like his style actually. I have followed him. Yeah, I have seen him. I followed him growing up, so that's
Yep.
why.
Very good.
Yeah, and one of the movie I like of him is Friends. He was in Friends. Yeah.
Yep. Very good. Okay, right. We've got a couple more to go? Okay. Now, let's see. Okay, Catholic. There we go. Samantha, you've got it. And one Muslim here. We'll start Muslim this time.
Okay, I'll say the question first. What are some of your hobbies and why?
Hey,
Can I say
just
studying?
name one. Do people have hobbies these days? Yes?
I can't even give one. I don't know. This is a hard question.
He's thinking. I'll go to Samantha.
I like gardening.
And why?
Because it's fun.
Do you like pulling out weeds?
No, I'm not that big.
I hate weeds. I think if I'm pulling out a weed, I'm attacking the evil in the world. And that's a great way of thinking about it. Okay. Have we decided?
Can I just say I like helping people?
Helping people is nice. That's great. It makes because you feel needed.
No, because I like to see people smile.
That's right. Oh, that's even. God, girls. Okay, next one. Okay. This is okay. Catholic. There we go. And Sarah, would you like to have a go at that one? There we go. Here we go. Sorry, Adrian.
Okay, I laugh because the question is, do you have a pet? If not, why not? If yes, what kind? If not, why not is because any pet I've had has gone to God and my children don't trust me. Because we had a fish that I fed the wrong food to and yeah, we'll say no more.
Well, I don't have a pet either, but I remember I had a turtle when I was young, so little turtle, like a tortoise, yeah. But don't have one currently.
Anybody who wants to know about my pets, I will talk about them ad infinitum later on. Okay, we're going to do the round again. And so now we're going to rather more serious questions this time. If you've already answered, you're off the hook this time. Okay, so simple one to start with. Kyle? Thank you. And Kerem? Okay, here you go.
Okay, so the question is, what is the best thing about being Muslim or being Catholic? And because I'm Catholic, I'd say one of the best things is it's a very sort of community-based type of religion. So it gives you a lot of opportunity to socialize with other people that are like-minded and from all parts of the world.
Thank you, Kyle.
Karen? The best thing about being a Muslim to me is just learning through the religion that accepting people, no matter what they are, no matter what they believe in, is to me the best thing about being a Muslim.
Marvelous. Thank you, guys. That's great. Okay. Who went? Clarissa. Here we go. No, I mean, by doing that, you've got it. We'll go with Clarissa first, so you can know.
Yeah, the question is, do you find it easy to talk about your religion to other people? Why or why not? I would say at this point, I find it easier to talk about my faith as compared to when I was younger. So I think because I know more than what I used to know, but the more I know that I don't know. So that'll be my answer.
Fair enough. Well said. Amir?
Do you find it easy to talk about your religion to other people? If yes, why? If not, why not? I find it easy to talk about my religion to people because I feel like Islam usually, it calls people to nothing but good, and I want to share with everyone else in the world and not be, selfish with it. I believe everyone deserves a good chance, something good at least in this world. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for this, guys. We've got... Okay, this one's a bit more straightforward. Who answered last time? Clarissa, you did. Jess, you're going to go now. And Saja, I'm going to ask you. And maybe start with you.
The question is, do you wear religious clothing or jewelry? Why? I personally don't wear religious clothing or jewelry just because I kind of grew up in Saudi Arabia, where it's generally a little bit more oppressed than here. So I kind of found that wearing whatever I kind of personally like that has nothing to do with religion just more comfortable to me. Yeah.
Thank you very much for sharing that. Jazz?
I do, but not like really obvious, if that makes sense. So like maybe shirts that are like from my youth group or something, or like, yeah, things like that. Yeah, and if it kind of feels a bit pressuring that, for me personally, that if I wear something, I have to represent it. I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah.
I'll tell you a little secret. I was not always a Catholic. I used to be a Lutheran Christian, which is a kind of Protestant. And I would wear I was actually a Lutheran pastor. And so I'd wear the clerical outfit with the collar, just like Father. Well, not like Father. Sorry, I don't even know if you've got a collar on underneath that, Father. But anyway, so you could tell by looking. And I was always conscious when I was wearing that I had to be on my best behaviour, and it was really hard, like you do. You can't get around looking like that and not be on your best behaviour, I can tell you that. Okay, who have we got going here? So, sister?
Yeah, you can.
And actually, and Sadaf, yes. So, sister, there we go.
My question is, do you follow all the rules of your religion? What do you find most challenging about living your faith? Gosh, if I'm as a religious don't follow the rules of the religion, what chance have the others got? Well, I try to, but not all the rules, because, there's attitudes of compassion and mercy and all that. Sometimes it's not easy to follow all the rules strictly. So I'd say not really. What do you find most challenging about living your faith? I suppose is being who I'm supposed to be, I guess, and trying to imitate Jesus. And that's sometimes a challenge, and we all know that, isn't it? All of us find it difficult. So hopefully we'll be judged on how hard we try, not the success.
Thank you for that.
Okay, again, do you follow all the rules of your religions? Of course, it's hard to follow every single rule in the religion practice. Of course, I try to, but I unfortunately can't do. So what do you find most challenging about you living in your faith? I think, especially in this country like Australia, wearing as a Muslim, female Muslim, wearing hijab, and wherever you go, it's a symbol of being Muslims, which is people ask a lot of questions. Sometimes it's really challenging to answer the way that makes sense to them. So I think that's the most challenging one.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you for the honesty of these answers too, guys. I appreciate that. Oh, who did we not have there? Good. And Ellie will ask you. Okay. Oh, there you go.
Okay. So Billy, do you think that your religion has a problem with treating men and women equally? Why not? I personally don't think that my religion, Islam, has a problem with treating men and women equally. I think there's a problem within culture, and most of the time things can be misinterpreted from the Quran or from the Hadiths from Prophet Muhammad. But all in all, I don't think
there's a problem. And I think there's also this aspect in Islam: a woman's right is not calculated on the basis of a men's right. I think it's calculated in regards to God and how He views both the sexes. Yeah.
That's exactly what I would say. It's the same with the Catholic faith. If there is inequality, it's more of a culture thing, depending on where you've grown up, what country you've been raised in. But I think the difference is, it's not inequality, there's differences that should be celebrated. Like, men are priests, but like women can give birth. So it's like, yeah, I completely agree with what you say. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thanks very much. And the next one, okay, who's going to go here? Riley, did you get a go? Let's have a look there. Is there that's right, you've both had a go, guys. Who would like to? Akib? Okay. Yeah. Now you'll need to, there you go, read it out and see
what would you say to someone who says religion is the cause of all the wars? I would say you should try to look more into what were the reasons behind the wars. For example, Islamic wars, they were more based on a political basis rather than laws in Islam. That was majority of the reason. If you guys want, you guys can look at each war, and it's interesting because even in the way Melbourne Uni teaches and people of secular ideology, or you know what I mean, they sort of look at it in the same way when you're studying Islam at universities in general. So this is maybe for someone that hasn't really looked into religion and what caused those wars, how did those wars happen, and I would say to them, I'd urge them to go and look further into why these wars happened, what happened, get some professional I guess some more information on how these wars happen rather than the actual rules and regulations of Islam and how they caused wars. It's more based on political. It's more of a political reason as to why these wars happened. Yeah.
Yeah, and I would agree with that. I think I would often challenge people under that secular ideology or sort of that sort of aggressive secularist worldview. By challenging them, I would ask them on, for instance, the communist regime, the great evils done under that regime, and the war that was perpetrated. I would ask, challenge them on their history. Exactly.
Very good. Oops. Thank you guys for that round. I think we learned quite a bit about each other from that. We learned how much we're the same. In fact, I think more the same came out than what we have differences we have.